Hey everybody, this is Brother Speak of the Brother Speak podcast. Um, just wanted to talk about something kind of extension of my reputation series. I'm talking about the high say, low do, which is the norm for most black people. If you look at social media, you look at people that you might know, they have a lot of talking points that they can do this, they can do that. Um, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. But when it's time for doing, they don't do anything. They just talking. Yeah, the black manosphere talking about we're going to empower black men against black women, against society, helping black men be more empowered and helping them have better relationship with women and get money and all that. But as you can see, nothing done. You know, you got a lot of politicians that say a lot of things that we're going to do this for the people. We're going to do this for the people. But then when you get in office, nothing gets done. You had a lot of black leaders in Congress and everything else, and they say they're going to do this for black people. They're going to do this for black people. But then they get done. Hey, Polo, what's going on? So you see a lot of people just doing, I mean, just saying stuff, and but not doing. So why do they do this? Because really they don't have no plan. It's really just to say things so they look popular and they just do saying things to be popular and so they don't look like failures. But in reality, a lot of these people are just not where they need to be. So they so the talk, they'll talk that talk. Or you have people that like recently that you had the whole thing with Kevin and Saint the Sitter, they up there saying, I'm gonna beat him when I see him, I'm gonna beat him up. And then Saint the Sitter run up on Kevin, they go take a selfie. A lot of talk, but not doing. But there's a lot of people on you. I'm gonna do this to you. When I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass and all this. But then when people run up, nothing. They ain't doing anything. So it's more or less people are just talking and they ain't doing. So how do you prevent yourself from being these type of people? Well, the first thing you have to do, it's trying to make me laugh. But how do we not be like that? Well, first of all, you got to find out what your focus is. Are you trying to do something? Let's just say you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, and you keep saying you're gonna lose it, you're gonna lose it, but then you're not losing. Well, it's got to start small, like 10 pounds here, 10 pounds here. Start small goals. What are you trying to focus on? And like, what are you really focusing on? Are you doing things that's not with your goal? Like, if the goal is, if your goal is, let's just say that you want to learn more skills, like you want to focus on more tech skills, then what are you doing when you're on the internet? You're still looking at video game reviews. That's your focus, or you looking at beefing on YouTube. What are we doing? You're focused on something else, but you say you're supposed to be about empowering yourself. You know, but you're focusing on what the women are doing. What are we doing? So you're being inconsistent. You're not following through with what you're doing. You let yourself be distracted. So in the end, all you're doing is talking, but you're not doing anything. A lot of people have a lot of dreams, but when it comes to doing, they don't do because the dreams are so big. They sound great, but then it goes nowhere because the dream is too big, and then they see that it's so enormous that they lose their purpose before they even get to it. Like, or you have people who say they're gonna do a lot of things, but then you have people who will say, "Oh, that's not gonna work," or "This not gonna work," "This not gonna work," and then they end up just not doing because someone is telling them that they can't do it. No, the thing is, you have to do. You have to do what you're going to do because no matter what, it's your dream, it's your life, it's your reputation on the line. Every time you walk out that door, it's your reputation on the line, it's your image on the line. So if you were just a talker, nobody's going to believe what you're doing and nobody's going to invest in what you're doing. Or at the very least, they're not going to invest for long because eventually you're not going to get to where you need to be. And people are going to see that and then they're just going to abandon the ship because why would I support a person who's just not going to do anything? All they doing is talking. If they want, too many people are talking, but not doing. So, how do we prevent that? Maintain your focus, make your goals small, small goals, and then you can go from there. So it don't be so enormous. Like, for instance, you saving, let's say you want to work on your finances. Okay, let's work on building your credit back up. Okay, the first thing you start on the big bills, pay them off. Then you start on the small bills, you pay them off. Then get to the big ones. Maybe pay off that card. The car helps. You know, Paying off a car does help your credit. Maybe building so you can get a credit card. Things like that. Making the goals small and achieving those goals, and stop focusing on the things that will distract you from the goal. At the end of the day, it's your reputation on the line. And if you want to build that reputation, it's got to be more doing, less saying. And that's it. I'm gone. Thank you, Polo, for showing up. And y'all have a good one. Peace.